So The Mandalorian Season 2 finale'd about 2 weeks ago, and I have reviewed the series, but I have still yet to film my ranking. So here's my ranking of all 8 Mandalorian Season 2 episodes. Now, yes, I know I probably should have done this one last week, but I didn't, because I decided to do some Christmassy things just for fun, because last week was Christmas. But yeah, so I'm back. I'm doing some Mandalorian video right here, right now. Hello everybody, my name is Zachary Moochat, and like I just said, I am ranking all 8 Season 2 episodes of The Mandalorian. Now yes, before I get started, tell me down below, what is your ranking of all 8 Mandalorian Season 2 episodes? My ranking is not perfect, it's just my opinions on all of them, except I'm pretty sure some will agree with what's on last place. With that said, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell while you're dialed at it, and thank you for clicking on this video, and here we go. Coming in and easily in 8th place. Oh my gosh, this episode was bad. Season 2, Episode 2. This was awful. I hated this episode. Whether it's because of the stupid way the episode ended, literally his ship almost got blown up and he just goes, clank, 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 I'm done, I'm gonna leave. Or how short it felt, or just the stupidity that the characters were being in this episode. Now, sure, I do think it was kind of neat that the lady used the robot for speaking, but besides that, there's nothing good. Even the spider creatures, sure, that could have been awesome, but just the way this episode was paced, the way this episode was made, it was horrible. Easily coming in 7th place, though, a big step up, but not very much. Episode 5. Yes, the Jedi one, the one where we get to meet the Jedi. I was not the biggest fan of this one. Okay, let me tell you why. It's because I did not... It's just, like I said in my review, Season 2 feels a lot like it's Mando, and he's going on all these adventures to meet people who tell him to go find another person. They go on an adventure with him, and he goes and he has to do that all over again. And that's not what I wanted this episode to feel like. It's just he goes on an adventure with Ahsoka to stop these guys, and then she tells him some more places to go. And when you think about it, just the way that these events happened, it's really kind of disappointing. I really wanted to meet the Jedi in the series a lot better than I actually met them in this one. And plus, the action in this episode wasn't very good. It wasn't any, like, big twists that I was surprised on. It was just kind of this mediocre episode with the Mandalorian going on an adventure with Ahsoka. Coming in 6th place is Episode 1. Season 2, Episode 1. It's decent. It's just mainly Mando goes on an adventure with Timothy guy to stop this giant creature. And in some ways it's pretty cool, but in some ways it's kind of disappointing as well. Now, I didn't love it, but I didn't particularly hate it either. I mean, there's some good action sequences. It just feels like so long ago that I watched this one. So many things happen in between. So, like, I don't know. It's just a mediocre episode where the Mando teams up with this guy to stop this giant space creature. That's practically what this episode is. It does feel a little rushed sometimes, even though it's like an hour, the longest episode in the whole series. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a nice, fun adventure. Not particularly best, like it's at 6th place, but it's not particularly bad either. Coming in 5th place, Episode 3. The one where we get to meet Sasha Banks and Bo-Katan. Yes, Sasha Banks was in this episode. My favorite female wrestler. I love her. She's awesome. Yeah, this episode, the thrills, the action, that was all good in this episode. My problem with this one is it does feel a little too short. I mean, we literally go on this adventure, they stop him, he gets another place to go, and it's over. But yeah, when we're at this huge action, I think it's great. We get to, like, start getting into the Empire coming back. All that is pretty darn good. The action is great, like I mentioned. The Mandalorian ladies are great. Sasha Banks does a great job. Bo-Katan is cool. Like I said, not a particularly great episode, but it does have some good action. And sure, some of the storylines are a bit short, and it's too short. It's just like a comfort episode come after the horrible second one. Coming in fourth place is episode 4, where things actually start to get good. We learn that Moff Gideon's back. They're still after the child. We got more good action, even though it's not as good as episode 3. The characters are good. We got the blue guy back, who was my favorite part of the first episode ever on the series. There's some cool moments. The car chase through the city, that was really, really neat. There are some cool action sequences in here. Yeah, I think this is really where I start liking the show, where the episodes start getting better and better, where I'm actually paying attention and being like, wow, this is a better season. So episode 4, it kind of has a good place, but, you know, it doesn't have enough great action like the other ones did, but it was still a good episode. Just so you know, from that one on, like including that one, these are my favorite episodes of the series. I would give an A to every single one of these episodes, including that one. Yes, I really enjoyed all these episodes, and with that said, let's get into my top 3. Starting in third place is episode 7. We get some nice memorial moments when we get to meet the one guy from the thrilling cargo ship, not the cargo ship, from the Breakout episode in the first season. We get to have that guy. He's pretty cool as you go around. He's pretty funny. There's some great shoot him down moments. There is pretty good action. As we go into the last scene of the show, it's pretty good. The action where they're destroying everyone in the middle of the place, that's really good. I really do like this one character guy. I do like him a lot. The dialogue is also great. As they're talking into the ship, that is probably my favorite part of the episode. It just brings some heart to the series, and it does set up the finale very, very nice. I do really, really like this episode. Second place, the season finale. Meeting Luke Skywalker is obviously the best moment of the series. He comes to get Baby Yoda, and it's whole... Wow, I really like this episode. There's some cool action with the Darth... I don't know what they're called, but like the big dark droid things. As he fights them, Moff Gideon, he's an okay villain. He's not one of the best villains in all of Star Wars history, but he is pretty good, and he is certainly better than some of the ones in previous movies. Not better than Kylo Ren, though. And yeah, the action's great, and it's a nice finale to the show. The mid-credit sequence where we get to know there's a I forgot his name. Boba Fett show coming. That really gets me excited. There's going to be a lot of great things in that season. But yeah, this was a great season finale, and meeting Luke Skywalker in the end was the best moment of the whole series for me. But coming in first place is episode 6, where we get to meet Boba Fett. Yeah, Boba Fett's my favorite part of this series. I mean, Boba Fett's smashing everybody with his cane. He's fighting everybody. This is a really, really cool fight scenes. Baby Yoda gets captured. It makes me want to watch the rest of the episodes, which it did. It's a very good episode. We get to meet Boba Fett. He's obviously the star of the show for me. He does some great action stuff, a lot better than he did in the original trilogy. Mandalorian, he's still kicking butt. This is just a very, very great episode. That was a lot of fun to watch. Make sure to tell me down below what is your ranking of all of the Mandalorian Season 2 episodes. This was just my list. It's not great, but it's not bad either. With that said, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for good measure. And thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.